Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. My name is Lynn Barrette. I'm a licensed clinical social worker, therapist, and spiritual counselor. My practice is Center for Dynamic Healing, and I think most of you know who I am, but just for those of you who don't, thank you for joining us today and adding your energy to our meditation time. We will be meeting here, same time, same place, every Monday throughout the year. And I look forward to sharing these times with you. Meditation is so important. I won't talk too much, but as I was thinking about our time together, it's nice to have something to focus on for our meditation time as well as throughout the week. And kind of the purpose of these Monday meditation times is to have a way to set the energy for our week ahead throughout the year. So I invite you to, just take what works for you and leave the rest. One of the things about the new year is that new energy comes in to support us. You can see all the commotion at the end of each year. I've seen this more the last probably 5 years than I have ever, but people are so excited to get rid of the old year and welcome in the new year. And I always am a little curious about that because I think, well, the new year is going to bring its ups and downs too, right? But we feel so refreshed. We feel like something is behind us. And surely we have moved through much in the last year. Some things challenging, some blessings, a little bit of everything. And this year is going to bring a little bit of everything, but we are new people, right? We're not the same person today as we were a year ago. And so what we're bringing to this new year is our new self, is our experience that has brought us through the challenges of last year and the blessings of last year. And so as we take on this year, we are better equipped, not just because it's a new year, but because it's a new us, and we're bringing a new us to the beginning of a new year. One of the thoughts that I had for our time together today is that being in the flow every day, not the rush of the day, but being in the flow helps us navigate through the ups and downs of the day, which over time helps us navigate through the ups and downs throughout the year. So for our time today, we're just going to practice being in the flow. One of the things that keeps people away from having a regular meditation practice is because, well, a couple of reasons. One is that, I can't still my mind. Another is that, I can't sit still. And another is that it doesn't seem to work because I'm still stressed or I'm still fill in the blank. But meditation is about training ourselves to be in the flow, and that takes ongoing practice, just like being a marathon runner. Not that I'm a marathon runner, but if one was a marathon runner, they would have to train ongoing. They wouldn't train just one day and say, oh my gosh, I've got to stop this because I'm not meeting my time that I want to run the marathon in. Or, for training, learning how to cook, if we make one meal and we burn it, or, then we stop because, oh my gosh, I didn't do it right. But that's not how it works. That's not how anything that we're trying to develop works. It's an ongoing practice and training and finding out what works and finding out what doesn't work. And, some days our meditation time will be very quiet and still and peaceful, and other times it will be loud and noisy and chunky with stuff, thoughts from the day or emotions, but that's all part of the process. Meditation is truly about becoming more self-aware. So, of course, things are going to come up. But our meditation practice helps us deal with those things that come up on the inside and on the outside during our day, during the year. So being in the flow helps us be very still and reflective on what's happening in the moment. And we can make better decisions that way. And we're just trying to rush through a list of our to-dos, and it's great to have a to-do list. I like my to-do list. But if I'm run by my to-do list, then I'm shortchanging myself by not being in the flow and not being in the flow of, okay, what's really important for me to get done? What really needs to get done today? What can wait until tomorrow? Who needs me today? And if I've got my to-do list running the show, then if somebody needs me today, I'm not really present for them. If I need myself today, I'm not really present for myself. So being that in that inner reflective space throughout the day is what meditation helps us practice doing. So let's let that be our focus for today as we just get still. I invite you to be comfortable in your space, wherever you are. And even if we're all across the country, we are still gathered right here in the same space. So we're supporting each other as we get comfortable. We'll take a couple of deep breaths. Let the air come in through your belly, using the diaphragm instead of the lungs to breathe. But try not to overthink that. Just gentle breaths in, gentle breaths out. Think about what being in the flow means to you. It might feel differently for each one of us, but one thing for sure is that it's not in our heads. I like to focus on my heart space because it's away from my head. You can focus on the seat supporting you. You can focus on your feet on the floor. When we are in the flow, we are expanded beyond our thinking. We're grounded. We are receptive. A visualization I shared recently is that sometimes I like to picture ears on the side of my heart. I'm just listening. I'm just receiving. Often we have no idea the support that we receive in this receptive state, the information that's allowed to flow through when we're quiet and not thinking. Until we practice for a while and we see, oh my gosh, my day flows better. When I do need my thinking, it's clearer. When we're in the flow, and receptive. We can observe what's happening inside of us and be kind and gentle supporters of ourselves. We can question the pressure we put on ourselves. Why are we doing that? How does that possibly serve us? And bring ourselves back to the loving kindness of being in the flow. And when we're in the flow, it helps us be better observers of what's happening on the outside. There's so many opportunities in a day to feel upset about something or catch someone else's worry or anxiety or sadness. But when we're in the flow, we can hold that high watch for ourselves and for the other person. And maybe that's all we need to do. Let them have their moment. And when we're in the flow, we can hold that space and not allow ourselves to get caught up in it. To be pulled down into the emotion of somebody else or a situation in the world that's going on, and still have all the love and compassion, the caring, without getting on the merry-go-round of emotions on the outside. A word that came into my heart this morning for my year, and I share it with you, and I hold it for our world, is equanimity. And equanimity is being in that flow no matter what is happening. Being the observer of the ups and the downs. Being in that space of loving kindness to ourselves, for others, no matter what. But it doesn't just happen. We don't just feel it once and then that's it. We bring ourselves back to it over and over and over again by conscious choice. And being in the flow doesn't mean we don't feel things, doesn't mean we don't care. It actually gives us the capacity to care more deeply, but from a place of clarity, not confusion. Feel that flow in your heart, moving in and through you. And don't worry if you can't feel it. Don't try to feel something. Just be. Just be. Just let yourself be willing to be in the flow, even if it doesn't feel like it. That's all part of training. Whatever your experience of this flow is right now, just notice it. Whether your mind is quiet and still or busy, because you have taken this time, you've still slowed down that mind, that busy mind, enough to have greater clarity for your day. And just tune back into this flow throughout your day. Make it more conscious. This flow that we're sharing together, that you're experiencing, isn't just about our time together. It's not about me. It's not about even our group. It's a natural part of who you are. It's a more natural state than busyness. It's a more natural state than being on automatic. It belongs to you, this flow. And it can be developed. And it is being developed every time we put our attention on being in the flow. Every day this week, and many times throughout each day, I invite you, I encourage you, I join you in taking time, just a few moments, to tap into this experience of just being, setting aside the problems to solve, setting aside the things to get done. Just being present within yourself in this space that you're experiencing right now. And again, don't worry if it doesn't feel like you think it should. It's exactly where it needs to be for your training, for your awareness. It's all part of the process. It's all good. Feel that flow, that energy. You can think of it as light, whatever, however you want to describe that for yourself so that you can tap into that. Just feel that in every cell of your body. Now take a couple of deeper breaths. You feel your body in your chair, your feet on the floor or wherever they are right now. Just feel your body. Feel your breath returning to its natural state. And make a commitment to yourself to check in with that flow every day, many times a day this week. And next week we will meet again, same time, same station, and continue our commitment to ourselves in this new year and to supporting ourselves in this way. I will be uploading this meditation to YouTube. I tried to stream it live, but technology wasn't my thing this morning. So if you want to check back in with it, you can. It's Center for Dynamic Healing YouTube channel. And I'll send it out with, actually the link was in the email too. And if you need any information, you can email me at centerfordynamichealing@gmail.com. And I look forward to our time together this year, sharing this space with you. And I don't know if you could feel our collective connection today, but I sure could. So thank you, because you made that happen today. So a wonderful week to you, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.